It's day 2 in my project, and I left it last night to dry, and I just checked it, it's all dry. So I'm basically just going to remove my angle and the tape, and I'm just gonna move downwards. This is just regular wood glue. And I'm just using a paintbrush. And before I actually glue one of my pieces, I'm at this one, I guess. I'm just checking if it fits, because I did freestyle when I cut them. So I just want to make sure that they fit. And it does. So I'm just adding glue. I'm not, excuse me, I'm not gonna cover the entire piece. I'm just adding a little here and a little there, especially in the ends. Because I freestyled it, it is a puzzle putting these pieces on. It is what it is. So I constantly have to adjust them just a little. I really like that I did all the cuts yesterday, because now it's just a matter of gluing and sticking. And that's kind of fun. It feels like you get somewhere, like you make progress pretty fast. And as I said before, I know they're not quite even. But it really doesn't matter. It looks good. And I did say yesterday that I was going to caulk all the little open parts, but I don't think I actually will, because that helps you see that it's a herringbone pattern. So I think I'll just leave them open and just, you know, paint. I don't know yet. I'll just have to see what it looks like when it's painted. But I'm really happy with the results so far. It looks really good. And yes, it is the same color as before, more or less, and it's also more or less the same material, but I really like the pattern. So I have all these cut off pieces. I started out with a board and then I sliced it, and then I fitted all these pieces to the wall. But then I have all these cutoffs, and this is the edge of the board, and it's kind of rough. And I have all these cutoff pieces that I don't want to throw out because I think it's waste of material. So I'm actually planning on using it somewhere else. But I'm wondering if the glue could actually smoothen out the ends, because the ends will, if I use it as herringbone, as I'm planning to, they will become the middle pieces, right? And so all these rough ends will be pointing at each other. So this is just an experiment. I'm going to try and add glue and see. Oh, that's a lot of glue. It's actually a mess, like a huge mess. But see if I can smoothen it out. I'm gonna use my fingers as well to make nicer edges, so I can actually use these pieces. Because I do have a plan. I might need to cut as well, because the corners, if you look up here, they do stick out. So I might need to cut as well, but I'm just, right now, it's just all about trying to smooth it out. All right, so I'll just leave this to dry and see if it has made a difference. I hope so, because I really want to use them. I'm on the floor gluing now. I kind of feel like a toddler, because I just put my paintbrush in here and it goes pretty far down now, and when I pull it up, it's just glue everywhere, so I'm covered in glue. I'm getting very close to the end, or to the floor, and it's very clear now that I do not have enough, because I only have 3 left. I could have measured and calculated and found out how many I needed exactly, but I didn't. So now I have to get my saw again, the big one, the big circular saw from the shed, and make new pieces. But it's okay, it's all good. It's not a problem. Those parts are easy parts, so yeah, that's not a problem. But I'll just glue the last 3 pieces in so I can get a better view of what I need. So it's kind of perfect. I have 3 boards right here. I already used 1. Actually, it turns out that I didn't need 4 boards, but I have 4 boards. So I have 3 left, and I need 3 more pieces. So that's kind of perfect. let's just make sure this is safe. And then I'm good to go. And I'm not hitting my counter. I think it just ran out of power. Wouldn't that just be typical? Almost there, and then there's no more power. Let's just see if seriously? Yeah, it needs power. How long was that? That was cutting it close, power-wise. So it needs to be dry outside for me to use a saw outside. I think it's dry right now. Don't think it's raining. And I only just need to make a few cuts. So basically I just need one cut because it's a 45-degree angle cut. And I need to cut from the back. Sorry, I need to cut from the back. But I have 3. Yeah, I can make this happen because I'll just flip one over because 2 needs to look the same and 1 needs to look different. So I'll make this happen. So I'm down to the last pieces and they need to be cut individually with a knife. Oh my goodness, look at that. Now I just need to glue it. So I'm all done. It looks so much better already now. It's just, wow. It needs to dry. And those last pieces, they took forever. Because I had to cut them with a knife to make sure that they fit. And my plan, I wanted to buy an MDF, another MDF board, and then cut it to size as trim. But the saw that I usually use, I can't borrow anymore because the guy who owned it sold it. So I need to figure out what I'm gonna do then. So yeah, I wrote him earlier today and he said I don't have it anymore. So I have to think about that because I can buy regular wood trim pieces, but they're just so much more expensive. So I need to go to my local store and see what they've got, really. But now the glue is drying and it's time for lunch, so that's actually kind of perfect. And I need to clean because it's a mess in here, and also I did use the saw inside again, so I did vacuum, but I also need to wipe down the counters. And I also just realized I didn't follow up on me gluing the end pieces. It actually does work. So I'll just glue them to flatten them out, smooth them out. And I can actually use them for another project. So I will absolutely do that. But that was it for the vlog number 2 on doing this herringbone. I will see you in number 3.